Hello everybody, welcome to Marty Motoring. My name is Martin and I make automotive videos. This is an exciting update on my Lexus IS 350 that is supercharged. We have a new transmission in it. Well, it's a used transmission, but let me tell you why I went that route. So like I said, welcome back to the channel. Here I am actually editing the footage I have so far. We're about to go pick up the car right now. So let's jump into this footage and then I'll actually go and get the car and drive it home. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this was right before the tow truck came and I was kind of going over the car and I was explaining that my transmission stopped working as seen in my last video and it won't go into drive or anything. I couldn't push the car, so I actually had to unbolt the drive shaft, take that out so that the car would roll onto the tow truck. Here we are outside. We have Freddy's ISF and we have the IS 350. Obviously not much has changed other than the transmission does not go into drive or reverse. I talk more about that in the other video, so you can check that out. But I finally got this pushed out here, which is why I'm so sweaty. Definitely needs cleaned up, but I'm excited to get it towed there and have the transmission replaced. As I wait for the tow truck, here is an IS 300. This also belongs to Freddy, Poor Man Mods. Check him out. He's doing a V8 swap and it's manual. Gonna put that in there, have a manual V8 Lexus. That's awesome. Plus he has the ISF and he has an 88 Supra with a 1JZ big turbo. Definitely check out his channel if you like all that kind of stuff. Obviously it's easy to see why we're friends. Lexus, Toyota, I'm all about it. I just rent this shop so that I can work on the IS 350 and it's definitely come in handy, especially in these hot summers here in Pennsylvania. It's very humid. This building stays a little bit cooler and it's just a nice place to hang out and work on cars. All right, life update time real quick, interjecting here. The reason I went with a used one over a rebuild or a fully rebuilt, beefed up, is because a fully built one that would be better long-term was about $6,000 and I don't have that. A regular rebuild is about $2,500. I also don't really have that. We're getting a used one from JDM City, Virginia, 62,000 miles out of a 2009 GS350 from Japan with 60-day warranty, was only $1,000 plus shipping. So I went that route, having RR Racing install it, and then you're gonna see the car get towed here and the transmission being brought there in a second in my new daily driver. The reason I got a new daily driver is because we're having a baby in 3 weeks or less. I'm having a daughter. That's been taking a lot of my focus and priority, and also not wanting to spend a ton of money on cars when we gonna have diapers to pay for. So that's kind of been my thinking. Hope you guys all understand. I'd love a fully rebuilt transmission, but it's just not in the cards right now. I just wanted to get it running before the kid is here, and I'm gonna have a daughter. Her name's gonna be Lily, and that's all we know so far. And that's why I'm trying to get the car done before that. That's also the reason, if you saw my last video, I got a 2013 Scion XB. It's gonna be better on gas, better for a car seat, better for stroller, fitting all that, and just going around town and saving gas, really. Now I did get rid of the Tacoma. I did sell that only because it's great to have a truck, but the cabin space was not a whole lot in there. I kind of barely fit, and the back seat wasn't big enough for a car seat with our seating position. The bed was really nice, but if I got another truck in the future, I definitely get a kind of a full size and a V8. The Tacoma was great for off-roading, but I think I'm just too big for it. It's just kind of small. I really enjoyed my time with that, but now I'm gonna have a working supercharged IS 350, and I have the Scion XB to go around town and save money. So it's a perfect combo for me right now with the kid on the way, and I even save money with the transmission. So let's get back to it. Just wanted to share that with all of you. Thank you for supporting the channel and watching the videos. And there it goes. So we're in my 2013 Scion XB. It's a few days later, and now I'm on the way to RR Racing. This is with the back seats folded down. Like I mentioned earlier, we are soon having a baby. Here's my lovely lady, all pregnant, ready to go. We're about to have a daughter here, and this is our new family car. So it's worked out pretty well so far. but I'm still looking forward to having the Lexus fixed. So we're here in the shop. The car is on the lift and the transmission is actually taken off of the car and disassembled. And the fluid's very dirty and it's not looking the best right there. It smells very bad. So still not exactly sure what exactly went wrong, but it's just kind of cool to see it exploded like that and have the new one to put in. So like I said, the car is here on the lift and the transmission is out. Now I'm not doing this, I'm having the shop do it, but it's cool to be able to take a look here and see. Here on the rear diff, the car, it was locked up. So it was locking up the rear diff and not allowing the wheels to move, to be able to push it in neutral. So once that was disconnected, the car was able to be rolled onto the tow truck and all that. But here's the flywheel, here's the lines for the coolant that cools the transmission, and then here is the harness that will plug in. And of course you can see my PPE headers and my X-Force exhaust all the way back. So it's looking good under here. Here's the drive shaft as well. That will have to go back in. And a quick look at the supercharger. I haven't had this off in a while. I did change the oil a couple months ago, and everything is still looking good under here as far as the supercharger goes. You can kind of see it right there. Here is the tensioner, all that good stuff. So can't wait for this to be finished and to drive it again. It's gonna be awesome. I actually have to run, so I'm not gonna stay behind and get to film that, but it should still be cool to be able to pick up the car and it's gonna run. And we talked over a few minor little tweaks and upgrades we're gonna do, so we'll see how it goes. So we made it here in the Scion. Big storm. It was pretty rainy on the way here, but here's my car. Pulled up, they have it all ready for me, ready to go. Looks clean because it got rained on. It needs a good wash. So we just got to the car, talked to Rafi a little bit. The accumulators were shimmed in the transmission, and then the line pressure booster valve was put back in. So let's start this thing up. Man, I've missed driving this. I'm gonna warm up a little bit. So we left RR Racing. I'm back in the car. Feels great to drive. I waited a little bit until the rain cleared up, and this feels great. Definitely better than the transmission that was in here. I think this one was better taken care of. My suspension's a little stiff, so that's kind of why I'm probably shaking right now. It just feels good to be back in this car. I have my valves closed on the exhaust right now, just for some quiet cruising down the highway here. Car is shifting great. Very responsive. Let's go to third. Wow, that's such a good downshift. Wow, that's never happened to me before, where it's that solid with shifting. This is amazing. This thing works awesome. So far, so good. We'll see how this holds up. The accumulators in the transmission were shimmed, or spacers put in there to increase line pressure, as well as the line pressure booster valve and spring from the old transmission put into this one so that it shifts better, faster, without any slip. And that seems to be what is happening so far. We'll see long term if that works. I really hope nothing happens to this one. I'm gonna be easier on it. Like I said, I don't want to go crazy and break it.
A few moments later.
pretty much almost home now. I stopped off the side of the highway just to film this pretty much. That's really about it. The transmission works, it drove well, the car's working smoothly, and it definitely needs a wash. A nice car wash will be next. The blue looks a little off color here on camera. It's just so much brighter and bolder in person. We've officially addressed everything other than the LSD. So that's really all the update I have to give. If you want to see more, definitely hit subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Supercharged IS350, ready for action. Follow me on Instagram at Marty Motoring for more updates. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep those wheels turning. So long.